A lot of people living at house and we had a FaceTime this morning with my the heads of my local community. So basically, we're thinking about what after this crisis, after this is all done. Looking to the future. Suppose it's something different. I suppose, and then we have to be prepared. In other words, too, for what could come after this. And obviously, straight away we said, Ireland will be bankrupt, man. This might as well be straightforward with people because we will be bankrupt. As I said, we will have to borrow millions upon billions upon billions probably off the European Union, and we'll be in debt for the rest of our life to the European Union. Because that's what's going to happen. I'll have to pay back the same as we took the loan out in 2008. We took a huge loan out. We were sold out by the banks and by our own politicians sold us out too. And that's going to happen again. There's not a shadow of a doubt that will happen again. Because we lost 30 billion in our economy. That's how much money the government has spent so far. At least figures show. Not too sure how, but that's how much they estimated. Which I probably think it's probably around that. Yeah, 30 billion, which is a huge amount for a small island. To pay. Especially when it's paying off a debt. It still doesn't have paid off yet. But yeah, it looks pretty sour. I mean, that's the word I'm gonna use, because it will take a long time for my community, this community where I'm living in, and what I'm one of the heads of. It will take a long time for us to ever have a local economy back again. I think it will take a long time before we have such thing as a profit made in this community. Might as well say straightforward, because we have lost a huge sum of money. But as I said to them, it's well watered now, because the majority of the money went towards, before the crisis, it went towards the schools for cleaning equipment for the schools, the sector equipment, hand sanitizer and everything like that. And obviously hand sanitizer was very short during them times, so we paid extra for that. Which I still stand by and still say, we put people's health first, and we didn't. It was well worth the money, and we still have some of it, which is great. So we can still distribute some of it, which is great. Which I'm not going to say, we done the right thing, in other words. And I said to them, we done the right thing, and no amount of money can say we didn't do the right thing, because we did do the right thing. But yeah, there's a huge financial loss, I know, in local businesses and everything around here. But as I said, we can get back the business, we can get back it, but we can't get back people's lives. We did talk today, about the coronavirus, the figures on Cavan and Monaghan, when I was talking to them, and it's a high enough figure. 56 in the two counties, Monaghan and Cavan, is a high enough figure. But locally, there's only one person tested, and which is pretty. Which is alright, I suppose, if only one person was tested. Just trying to think of the words to use. So yeah, only one person was tested in this whole area. Which is great, which shows, we don't need tested centres right to go out here. But yeah, just trying to think, one of the ideas that came up, to build back the local economy when everything's over and done with. Public works initiative, and I don't know how we could walk around that. Something like it wouldn't be said, because it will be a global depression. We have to admit that. Because every country will be affected by this. Every country's economy is going to flatline after this. There'll be very little economies that will be intact. And I said, public works, something like the New Deal in America after the Great Depression in America, after the 1939 Wall Street crash. Something like that, I don't know, but on a smaller scale, obviously not a huge scale like the New Deal, but something on a smaller scale that could help out the local economy, but I don't know. But anyway, we were just looking, we have to have an idea, if you know what I'm saying. I just thought I'd share with people, because that's what we're talking about at the moment. We're just trying to figure out, where we're going to be, where we're going to stand after this. I suppose it's alright to have a small idea, and what do we expect, and obviously we don't want to be in shock when we come out of this and we won't have a clue what to do. So we obviously would have a small idea what we're going to do. So that's what it was about, and obviously take our minds too off the coronavirus and what's happening at the moment. That's what we've been talking about all week, and it's not helping anybody. So yeah, so after this crisis, it will take a while. I'm not going to lie to people. It will take a while for this local economy and the wider world's economy and Ireland's economy to grow again and to expand again. But we'll see what happens. That's all we can do. We can only hope, and we can only pray for the best. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.